Hey, it's KT and Crystal back to review the top 6 dancers. Sorry we couldn't have a video last week. We had some technical issues. Hopefully this week works out just fine. The night started off with the top 3 guys, Sonya Dance, Ade, Brandon, and Evan. Really quirky. That's kind of Sonya's kind of thing. Crystal loves her.
I thought it was really good. It was really well danced, and they were very synchronized, like they're supposed to be with the backflips and everything. It was a pretty sweet dance.
And as if you didn't know already, Ade and Brandon showed off how athletic they were, and more importantly, how more athletic they were than Evan. But that's besides the point. We'll start off with Ade and Janine. My favorite guy dancer, her favorite girl dancer. In fact, I think overall my favorite dancer, her favorite dancer. So we're excited to see that.
Yeah.
They start off with the samba, and I personally really liked it.
I thought it was fun, and they danced it well, and it was energetic, and they had chemistry. We both really liked it, and then we heard the judges' comments where they weren't too fond of it.
You could definitely tell they're having fun, which I think was the most important thing. They were smiling throughout the whole thing. I really enjoyed myself watching it, so I'm hoping the average viewer was entertained by it like me, and will vote for them, because those two definitely belong in the Final Four, in my opinion, and hers as well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
For sure.
The second dance I did was a Nappy Tap hip-hop routine. As always, these are really good. I thought what was unappreciated by the judges was the difficulty using the props.
Yeah, the boxes and trying not to squish one, and especially when they did the part where their feet were in the boxes.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that. I thought there could be easiest slip, and jumping out, I saw Dave's box even flip.
Yeah,
that could have been really. I wish they would have given them props for that, because
it definitely looked like it would be tricky.
I really liked this. I thought it was good. Ade had a disappointing solo, still an amazing solo, no backflip. But he's already proven
those amazing
pirouettes. He had 6 in a row. He was, as usual, incredible. Yeah. I think he belongs in the Final Four. I really hope he's there.
Guys, vote for him.
Janine had another great solo as well. I think she belongs in the Final Four. They were both great.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. Evan and Melissa were next. They started out with a Broadway routine that was right up Evan's alley.
Yeah. Tyson was in love with the fact that he got Evan for this.
It was cool. I mean, nothing that blew you away.
Yeah, it was cute and it was danced well, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was very engaging. I kind of watched it and didn't really think about it after.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and they had a quick step, the Kiss of Death. We were happy to see that because we want Evan gone.
Please.
And as usual, there were some struggles in there. I was glad to see the judges kind of critique them for that. I thought Vittorio and Carla's before was better than this one.
Yeah, with the dress change, I thought that was
and I thought that I thought Mary made a good point where she said the best part of the dance wasn't a quick step aspect; it was the twirling thing at the end.
That's not a quick step move. They just put that in for entertainment value.
Exactly.
And it was great, but the rest of the dance was pretty mediocre.
And again, both their solos. I mean, they're intriguing and interesting, but nothing that blows you away. Evan lost the hat this time. He didn't want to risk anything, I don't think. He was pretty standard. Melissa also. I think Melissa was more on point in this one. Maybe it was just me. I think she was doing more transitions on point, which is impressive. But those two should be going on. We'll get to that later. Kayla and Brandon, I think the best couple of the night. They had 2 very good dances.
Yeah.
Their first contemporary was the very first time we saw Brandon contemporary.
Yeah,
we were excited.
Finally. It took the whole season for him to get his own style.
Exactly. And they were in some incredible lifts with Brandon just holding her by one arm. Yeah. Overall, very good piece. The story, I didn't really see the story in it.
Yeah, it's much. She was his mistress and he was abusing her.
Yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot of that, but
it was a good dance.
Technically, it was very good. And then they had a disco. Brandon's getting all the disco and he's blowing it away.
It was amazing.
Some incredible lifts. I don't even think the 3 discos this year because they've all been incredible.
They've all been so much better than previous seasons. Before disco was one of the dances of death, and now it's a crowd pleaser.
Doriana,
and one that you remember most.
Props to her. She did some, and they were beat afterwards.
It was intense. So many lifts.
Some great lifts.
The double death drops, as they're called. I thought that was really neat and kind of funny because you don't expect the guy to ever go into a death drop. Yeah. So that was cool.
So that was awesome. Good job there. And Brandon reperformed his solo
from the
audition. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great to see it, but me personally, I mean, I like to see new solos every time.
Yeah.
And I was a little upset that, he got a standing ovation. It was incredible. Don't get me wrong. He gets standing ovation for that, and Nigel even goes so far as to say it was one of the best solos he's seen. Yet Ade's given some better solos, I think, with more interesting stuff and new stuff, and he doesn't get his own big prop at the point. So that was a little pet peeve of mine, but Aday's my favorite, so that's probably why.
I don't know. I'm okay with Brandon redoing his audition solo because I know plenty of viewers don't watch the auditions.
That's a good point.
And most people probably never saw it before, so this was the first time, and it's a great solo.
I'm hating on the guy. It was incredible. I'll give him his props where props are due. Kayla, another very good solo. We ended with the top 3 girls, another Sonya dance. I preferred this one over the guys one. It was a superhero dance. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was great. I love the theme. I think it fit with pop culture since Comic-Con did just happen, so it's kind of playing off what is popular right now. And I thought it was very well danced by all of them.
Yeah.
Although Nigel's comments were kind of like pervy with talking about Janine's assets.
Yeah. So now we get to voting to the top 4. America, please get this one right. I know Evan's cute, whatever you want to call it, but just think about how amazing and a day Brandon dance will be next week.
It'd be so strong.
It will be Twitch and Josh all over again. It will be one of the most amazing routines ever. This, I think, is a lot. There's various different characters, but it's a lot like last year, where who should be in the top 4 with the guys. You knew Twitch and Josh should have been there for Mark. Nothing against Mark, obviously. The girls was closer because you really thought that Janine was going to be in there, or you thought Katie was going to be in there, and then the other 2 were a toss-up.
Yeah, between Chelsea and Courtney.
I can see that being the same thing here. I think Janine is a lock in there.
Should definitely.
Kayla, I think should definitely be in there. Yeah. Melissa, I don't think should be. I won't be upset.
I would be okay with her being in it, but I would be happier with Kayla in the final.
Agreed. 4. Evan needs to go home.
He's just not at the same level. Like I said this while we were watching, he's not athletic, as athletic as the guys. I dare say even Melissa is more athletic than he is, just in terms of the strength that they can pull off in dances. So please don't vote for him.
Having said all that, I realistically am sad to say that I think Aday and Melissa are going to go home. I don't want them to. I don't want Aday to go home. Definitely Melissa, I think, should. I think Evan's going to stay, as much as I hate to say it, because
he could probably even win this. Probably will win this.
Unfortunately. But I really hope Aday stays. But that's our 2 cents. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And tune in next week as we will be reviewing the finale.
Oh. Okay, bye, guys.